Okay. For the first part of my project, I decided to have lunch with a Chinese student in my WRA class named Tony. I chose to have lunch with him because during the first week of WRA, we kind of had to do a thing where we met a stranger, and so I got paired up with him, and it was just the basics. I learned where he was from, what languages he spoke, and his major, I think it was, and that's about it. And he was really friendly and nice. And so last Monday, I asked him if he would mind having lunch with me for my TE project, and he agreed to it, and we actually ended up having lunch that very day. So after class, we walked over to Brody Calf, and I was pretty anxious. I was excited for it, but we didn't really say anything when we walked over there. And so I kind of started to doubt myself, thinking it might be really awkward because we didn't talk on the whole way there. But once we got to the cafeteria, we agreed to meet somewhere in the caf, and we both got our food and came back. And he got the sushi there and some soup, I think. And I just got like a hamburger. And so we sat down, and the first thing I asked him his real name. It was kind of awkward because I felt like I should have known it from class, but he told me his real name is Taoli Zhang and that he's from Shaanxi Province in China, which is cool. He said he plays badminton in China, which I love badminton, so that was cool too. And he also said that now in America he plays basketball, but he's not the best at it. He said he's not that good, but he still likes it, and I can definitely agree with that because I am in the same boat. And then I asked him more about his major. I knew from class he was a journalism major, but we didn't really talk about it other than just saying our majors. He said he really likes it so far, hasn't switched it yet, and that this semester he's taking 20 credits. And the look on my face must have been surprised because he reassured me that it wasn't a big deal at all. He said that 20 credits was easy for him, that he just had 3 classes a day, usually was done by like 3, and said it was easy. So that was amazing to me. I then asked him why he chose to go to MSU to study abroad, I guess, for him. And he said he was actually denied at another college, but he wasn't that disappointed. He said that MSU was his second choice and that he was actually really excited he got in here because it has a good reputation and he was looking forward to it. And after that, I kind of asked him if he was nervous about coming here, if he came here with someone, and he actually said he came here all alone with like no one else. And he was super nervous because he said that when he first came here, he didn't know how to speak English well at all. I mean, now he's very good at English. He's picked it up super quickly. And he said now he's happy. It's made him be more independent. And he said it's a growing experience for him. He loves everything about it. And then I asked if like he had any brothers or sisters that maybe did like the same thing as him. And he actually told me that he was born in 1994, and so the law passed that said that families can only have one child, and I kind of felt dumb after asking that because in the back of my head I knew that that was the case in China, but I didn't really think about it before asking. But it was fine. He didn't take offense or anything. And then I always kind of wondered if American Chinese food was like the food in China, and so I asked that, and he had a strong opinion. He said, no, 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 it's definitely not like that at all. And I just kind of like laughed and was like, aha, he's probably being funny. And he was being very serious. He said, Panda Express? And I said, yeah. He said, that's not even Chinese food. He said he had no idea what orange chicken was before he came here. So that was funny to me. And then the last kind of thing we talked about was like the friends he's made here, and I was kind of curious if he'd made more American friends or international. And he says that he has like 5 close American friends, but a lot of the time he groups up with international students, which I kind of might have guessed, but it's cool because he came here alone and still found a bunch of international students to relate to. Looking back on the experience, I'm actually really happy I did it. It was a good experience, and I thought it might be awkward, which it was in the beginning and at some points, but it was honestly really fun, and I'll feel more confident and better about talking to him in class and relating to him, and it gives me kind of a good perspective about international students because when I study abroad, I hope to study abroad in Spain or somewhere where I can use Spanish as my language, So he kind of gave me background information about that too. So this experience was really good. I'm glad I did it.